Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/ASYM for the top 10 stocks to buy right now. Virgin Galactic reports earnings next week, and so I wanted to dig into exactly what I'm looking for in the results. We're not going to get a lot of financial information, but we should get a little bit of a better picture of what at least the second half of the year looks like and what plans are for the future. So that's what I'm going to cover today. My name's Travis William. Thanks for watching Asymmetric Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content and regular updates on Virgin Galactic. Let's just start with the earnings details. You can see here that earnings are going to be coming out on Tuesday, August 1st. Following the close of the market. So after the market closes on Tuesday, that's when we're going to get a little bit more results. And there was two major events that happened during the second quarter. The final test flight was in May, and then the first commercial space flight was in late June. So that is going to hit the numbers for the second quarter. Now in the third quarter, we should actually see two space flights, one in August and then likely another one in September. They said management has said that they're going to do about one flight per month. So that's what I would expect for the third quarter and then 3 flights in the fourth quarter. Here's a look at what analysts are expecting. And this column is what I'm looking at right here, about $1 million in revenue. This I don't think is going to be all that concerning because we're still at a very, very small revenue number. Even into 2024, first quarter 2024, only expecting what, $11 million in revenue. But what I am looking for is how much money is Virgin Galactic burning and how much cash ends up on the balance sheet. So the expectations are for adjusted EBITDA of negative $130 million, net income negative $148 million, and a loss of 52 cents per share. That's what the market is expecting. The other thing that I'm looking at is how much cash was raised in the quarter. You may remember that Virgin Galactic completed a $300 million share offering. Not all of that happened in the second quarter, but that was completed, and then they were authorized for another $400 million. So what is the final number that was actually raised by selling shares during the quarter? That's going to be something that we're going to learn the details of during the earnings call. We need to get a little bit more information about when are we going to get new spacecraft? What is the flight cadence going to be for those? That Delta class spacecraft, which is what management has been talking about for about a year now, is when we move to 6 passengers instead of 4 for the current spacecraft. And you can also do flights more often, about once a week instead of once per month. Now, those spacecraft are going to cost $50 to $60 million a piece, but they should pay back in about 6 months. So to reach financial viability, Virgin Galactic is going to have to build those spacecraft. The faster they come online, the better it's going to be for the company financially. So we're in this lull where you have to get there. You have to have enough cash on the balance sheet. You have to invest that money wisely. So this is a series of unknowns that we don't quite have all of the answers to as investors. I have said in the past on this channel that it seems like Virgin Galactic needs about $2 billion worth of cash to get to the point where those Delta spacecraft are going to bring the company to about free cash flow positive. Some of that was raised in the second quarter. We'll see exactly what needs to be raised in addition. But it would be welcome news if that cash flow is going down, if revenue is actually coming in the door, and if there's maybe even a little bit of margin to be spared. These flights aren't going to be particularly profitable. In fact, they probably won't be profitable at all. But the fact that there is momentum in the right direction is, I think, a positive thing. So the big things for the quarter: how much cash is on the balance sheet? How much cash is going to be burned each quarter? Is that number changing? And then when are we expecting the next Delta spacecraft to start to be tested and launched? Those are going to be the 3 big things I'm keeping an eye on when earnings are released on Tuesday. What do you have in mind with Virgin Galactic? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And subscribe to Asymmetric Investing for all my coverage. Like I said, I'll be covering Virgin Galactic on about a weekly basis if there's news. So love to see you here again, and I will see you here next time.